Cool. All right. Hi, guys. I don't know who will actually join this live, but it will be saved and so it can be rewatched. I've never done a live video on Facebook before, so bear with me. I hope the streaming quality is good. But let's do this. This is a full moon release. This is a full moon session. We're going to be doing energy medicine. And yeah, so this group is for women only, or those identifying as women, because this is a priestess temple. So it is for the divine feminine, it is for awakening the goddess. This is what the space is for. So that's what we're gonna do here. So I need some water because my room's really hot. Whew. So the full moon partial lunar eclipse culminated at around 2:30 p.m. Pacific District Time. So this morning, all the way up to that time, I felt this building pressure and heaviness, and it was very intense. And then after that 2:30 period, starting around like 3:15 or so, I definitely felt the energy kind of starting to release. So I'm doing the session now in this more peaceful energy period. It's just a little bit calmer. I think it'll stay, we got the build up and it'll start to release more. But we're still in that energy. We're still in the full moon portal. So let's do this. So I'm actually going to be focusing a bit on sexual release, because a couple people mentioned to me that they wanted to work on their creative and sexual energy, and so I'm going to focus on sexuality partially. So we're going to release some belief systems that are blocking creative and sexual flow in the genitals, in the vagina, in the womb, in the sexual organs. All right. So here we go. Start taking some nice deep breaths. I'm bringing all the priestesses into this space that will be watching this video at any point in time, bringing them into a sacred space where it is safe to heal and transform very quickly. And in this sacred container, we are able to sink deeply into our bodies. And find this quiet space, this inner stillness, deep in the sacral, below the belly button, deep in the pelvis. There's a space of stillness and silence. Just stay there for a moment. All right. Taking our heart space, our heart connection, and anchoring that deep into that stillness, that space of stillness in the sacral. And you can feel as your heart and your sacral are starting to connect and communicate with one another. They're starting to build a stronger relationship and connection. You can hold your hands over your heart, over your sacral. And just take nice, gentle breaths into this space. I'm resetting our nervous systems. A lot of us are channeling some really intense energy, and it can make us feel really jittery and nervous and just kind of ungrounded and on edge. So resetting the nervous system, recalibrating. Sending our grounding cords deep into the earth. Sending a grounding cord from the sacral down into the earth. Excuse me. In the root chakra, there is a sacred serpent sleeping there. It's coiled there. Maybe you can see it. It's like a sleeping dragon wrapped around the base of the spine, the tailbone. Opens its eyes, and you gaze into its eyes. And you're surprised by how gentle it looks. It starts to awaken, and it moves up the spine, through the sacral, through the solar plexus, and up into the heart. And you can feel your heart start to expand and fill with this love. Moves up into the throat, to the third eye, and up to the crown where it perches atop a 1,000-petaled lotus. So now this dragon serpent is sitting atop our crown. It's white and luminous and regal and magical. It's perched there, just witnessing, just being. We're going to sit in this energy. I'm really trying to create this stillness, this calm, this peace. Because there's so much active energy with the full moon, and just really tapping into that space. This is feeling a lot calmer, a lot more gentle. Softening into ourselves, feeling more gentle with ourselves, And in this more gentle, soft space, we can really start to explore our inner world, our inner workings. We're going to start in the heart, and we're going to work on releasing some belief systems with this full moon. And if you want, you can write down the belief systems that I bring up, or you can, do this process, bring in your own belief systems. You can write them in the comments so I can have my awareness on them. The first belief system that we're going to transmute and release is I hate myself. And you can put a hand over your heart. You can feel that weight burn. You can feel it burn. And this dragon serpent is breathing in this white flame, this fiery breath into this heart space and around this belief system. Its fire breath transmutes that belief system and it turns into gold. And now you see this gold light moving through the heart space. And an inner richness is found, an inner richness is revealed. And you start to feel how rich you are, not just with the money you have, but vibrationally, how rich, how luscious and vibrant and abundant your energy is, your vibration, how rich it is. And you really feel it in your heart. You just see this gold center in your heart, and it's just so rich and thick and juicy. From there, we move up into the throat. And here, there's a lot of fear. I can feel it. There's a lot of fear, a lot of sorrow. And you can kind of let out some noises, let out some of that pressure in the throat chakra. Ooh. And again, the dragon serpent comes into the throat chakra. The belief system here that we are releasing is, I am not enough. And this belief system is so very wrong because you are so much more than enough. You are a lot. You are so much more than the eyes can even witness. You're so much more than our five senses can see. Someone has to be trained with their five senses. Someone has to be open. Their extra sensory abilities have to be open and in tune for you to be truly witnessed. So, we're going to transmute that belief system of I'm not enough into I am complete. You can gently hold over your throat if that feels comfortable. Be very gentle with your hands. Just breathing through this. We're going to drop down into the root chakra. You can just feel your energy moving and activating. In the root chakra, we're going to release a belief system that is very specific to women. And it is that this history with women were unable to have money, have land, just have material things. So a lot of women, their root chakra is very underdeveloped and very just kind of lacking. So here we're going to release that blueprint of women being ungrounded. So it's like the belief system is women don't belong on earth. That's the belief system. Women don't belong on earth. And with it, there's like, women can't have money, women can't have homes, women can't have jobs, women can't have land, women cannot own property or own possessions. Women don't belong on earth. This is really deep, and this is connected into that self-hatred. So we're going to bring that dragon serpent down to the root chakra, and this ruby red light is beaming through. And you can just see your root chakra just start to expand and grow as we completely release this programming on, hi Rachie, on all levels. So in the root chakra, we're releasing a programming, or we just released a programming on women don't belong on earth. So we released that, and now we're just grounding in our root chakra. And you can watch roots traveling down from your perineum and from the bottoms of your feet. And you can just watch yourself anchor deeply into the earth. Oh, this feels so much better. If you're just coming on, I highly recommend rewatching this once it's over. Alright, so that's feeling a lot better with the root chakra. We're going to go to the solar plexus. The belief system here that we are releasing is, my pleasure is emasculating. So this is a belief system that some women have, that when women are in their power and women are feeling really good, experiencing pleasure, that it is emasculating to men, that it disempowers men, makes them feel weak, makes them feel small when women are powerful and women are experiencing pleasure and are happy. So I think, this is why we see a lot of like pain porn out there, and a lot of sexual situations are displayed to us where man is like, the woman like seems like she's in pain during it, because it's accepted that that women experiencing pleasure is emasculating. So if a man wants to feel powerful in a sexual situation, the woman has to be in pain. So it's just this like weird thing. So in the solar plexus, we're going to release this belief, dissolving it with this dragon serpent fire flame, fire breath coming in, dissolving this belief, dissolving this pattern. And you see a white light sparkling and moving through the solar plexus. And this is bringing in, my pleasure is empowering. My power is empowering. Witnessing me, a woman, being in power and experiencing pleasure actually makes me feel powerful and makes me feel pleasure. That's a really beautiful, powerful shift. That feels great. Going into the sacral below the belly button, we're now moving into a belief system. This belief system is, I deserve pain. I deserve to be in pain. And so this is coupled again with my pleasure is emasculating. So this is, I deserve pain. And this is again like we're focusing on women here. This is specific to women. Oh, this is intense. So this is I Deserve Pain. And we're going to bring in that fire serpent. I'm just watching that belief system dissolve in the sacral and be replaced with I deserve pleasure. And in the sacral, there's a rose, a beautiful red rose is opening and blossoming. You can see it in like the womb space where your uterus is. It's just a beautiful red rose, just super rich, blossoming, just opening up. It's beautiful. That feels so nice. Oh my god. Okay, and now we're moving up to the crown chakra, top of the head. You can go ahead and put your hand there if you like, or on the sides of your head. Here, there's a lot of like fear and confusion, and I feel just very deeply just like really scared, really frightened, really confused. It's like when you see people in a scary movie and they're like running and they don't know, like they're in a dark forest, like that's the energy going up here in the crown chakra, which is really not super fun. So the belief system here is we are doomed. We are doomed. So of course, I'm sure women are experiencing this, but this is definitely a collective belief that is very powerful right now. I mean, the world is just like in shambles, and we're so connected that every little thing that happens, we know about it, which is both a good and bad thing. But here, we're going to release this belief that we are doomed, because that's not very productive. So imagine that dragon serpent coming back up to the crown of the head, using its fire breath to dissolve this belief. And the replacement belief system is actually, we are saved. We are saved. It's amazing. We are saved. And then now I see like 12 white lights, like little white lights, building like a crown, a circle crown on the top of the head. These are like angel guardians. Oh, and they're taking a lot of the pressure off of the crown. I've definitely been feeling like I've had a lot of pressure in my head and like headaches for a long time now. And this feels way nicer. So these 12 guardians up on top of the crown chakra are just absorbing a lot of this collective doom and transmuting it and taking off that kind of that pressure that was on my head, probably on yours too. Okay, and then lastly, we're going into the brow chakra, the third eye chakra. And as the pressure is coming off of the crown, the brow chakra is starting to kind of release a lot of tension. And I think that the brow chakra is, so I see the brow chakra as a sort of tunnel. And I actually think it is the vagina. So the same tunnel down here, the bottom of us, is up here in our third eye, and I think they're connected. So whatever kind of sensations and relationship you have with your vagina is going to be reflected in your relationship with your intuition and your third eye and your feminine sight. The brow chakra is very feminine in essence, while the crown is more masculine. So this is a really powerful place. This is a place of illusion, and I think a lot of women in sexual experiences kind of, you know, we see a lot of images out there, a lot of sexual images, and I think that we gather these in the third eye, and it really kind of skews our relationship with our vaginas and with our pleasure and our sexuality. So, going into the brow chakra, it's feeling really sensitive here. See what needs to be released. The belief system that's coming up is I am nothing. I'm nothing. Wow. There's deep sadness connected to this, and there's a lot of anger and frustration. And I think this is connected to a lot of women in their experience of, like, you know, I mean, we didn't even really know anything about feminine anatomy until recently. It was like vagina. It's just this hole you put stuff in, stuff comes out, stuff comes in. That's it. Not a big fucking deal. I am nothing. I am nothing. I am... It doesn't matter. Like, it's so disheartening. Like, so, like, just this empty, shitty feeling. Terrible. Okay. Bringing in the fire serpent, bringing this into the brow chakra, using that powerful fire breath to cleanse and clear the brow chakra. And I see this beautiful violet light moving through, this like light purple light. And the belief that's coming in to replace it is I am infinite. I am infinite. And I have like images of like galaxies, just like this deep, dark purple indigo, like night sky. Ooh. Nice deep breaths, taking a hand over the heart and a hand just on the forehead, nice and gentle. Take nice big cleansing breaths. Take a few moments to honor the goddess that you are, to honor how magical and powerful you truly are. Really sit with yourself and just love on yourself and be really gentle and still in your presence. And just, you know, remember that gold nugget in your heart. Remember, you know, that part of you that's pure magic. Remember who you really are. This full moon, this whole eclipse season was freaking super intense. We're also in Mercury retrograde. Things are going to start moving forward in the next few weeks. Things are going to start developing. Take these next couple of weeks to, you know, really think about the belief systems that we released, to really, you know, observe yourself and witness yourself, and try to just be really gentle when you observe yourself in day-to-day life. When you're doing, you know, when you normally would be like, you just fucked up. Instead, try to take a more gentle approach. Be more gentle with yourself. I really hear that loudly, that we need to be more gentle. We have been really hard on ourselves. We've been really harsh with ourselves. We have let ourselves be treated harshly and badly, just not that great, for a long time, generations. And so now it's time to, you know, own your pleasure, own your power, and be gentle with yourself. So that's all I got for this full moon transmission. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Yay.